Hi, my name is Tony, and in this sponsored video, I want to talk to you about this product. This is an LED motion sensor light. This particular one comes as a 6-pack. That's the box. And I'll tell you some things that I really like about this one. One, it's really a good manual. And what's interesting, it's in color. So that's not typical of most manuals that we find, but this one really looks nice. It's in color, gives very detailed instructions on how to use this. So that's first an A+ in my book. It comes with also color-coded remote control. So you can turn these on, off, you can set the mode, you can dim them, brighten them. You've got the 3 different Kelvin color temperatures there, and you can set timers for how long this thing stays on. So very handy remote control. I like that a lot. Now the light itself, very simple to use and very easy to set up. As you can see, there's a magnet here on the back. There's the little magnet. This is the magnet for this. There's lines on there, if you can see, so that you know how to line this up exactly. And then all you do is you peel this tape off, you stick it where you want, and then when you pull it down, the magnet stays stuck, and you have this light that you can now stick up there, but you can also pull it down when you need to recharge it. And the charging port is right there, on-off button is right there, and then here's all the other buttons you need to know about. These 2 on the side. Now the way this works is there is a mode button, and mode sets it to whether it's just on, whether or not you have it set to motion during the day, or there's a nighttime mode, which means that during the day, in the daylight, it won't come on with motion, but at night, if it's dark and there's motion, it'll come on. So that's a nice, handy feature. So let me turn this on, and you can see this is pretty bright. It goes through a couple of different color modes. I don't know how well they translate on film, but there are 3 different Kelvin color modes. And by holding the button, that's how you dim it. And if you hold it again, this is how you brighten it. So single clicks, change the color, press and hold, and it'll dim. Press and hold again, and it'll brighten. Pretty straightforward. Now, the other thing that's great about this is the charging unit. So it's a typical USB charging unit. It has a slot here where you can hold your remote control. It's got these simple pieces that come in and out to hold the back. But what's cool about it is this little charging port can move. So it moves one way or another so that you can lean this thing back onto here, so it's not putting pressure on this connection point. And as you can see, when it's charged, it's green. When it needs to be charged, it's red. And it's not very hard to put these in. These can only go in one way. They have a specific slot, so you can't mess that up. And yeah, you just lean it back, and there you can see this one's charged, this one is charging. Just a wonderful magnetic LED motion sensor light. Now I'm going to cut to another camera angle. I'm going to show you how we use this underneath our sink and just how well it works for that particular application. So let's go to that now, and then we'll wrap up this video. Now here you can see this is our sink, and underneath our sink, when it's normally pretty dark, I open this up, and immediately that light comes on. And it just provides all the light that I need for underneath our sink. And as you can see, this thing is very easy to pull off and to put right back on again. So just a wonderful, wonderful item. I can't recommend this enough. So if you're in the market for this kind of LED light, motion sensor, a lot of great features, charges pretty quick. Why not go ahead and put these in your cart, give them a try. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. I can highly recommend it.